If you're in your golden years and you still find yourself exploring your own body, seeking comfort in moments of solitude, this message is for you. You may have come across this video out of curiosity, or perhaps out of a quiet sense of guilt, confusion, or even fear. The title might have made your heart skip a beat. If you are old and you masturbate, I'm sorry to tell you this. But don't worry, what you're about to hear may surprise you, not for what it condemns, but for what it reveals. For far too long, self-pleasure has been buried under layers of taboo, silence, and shame. People were told it was sinful, unhealthy, or something that should stop with age. Yet behind those old beliefs lies a truth that science and wisdom are now uncovering. Today, I invite you to put aside the guilt, the prejudice, and the myths. Let's talk honestly about your health, your body, and the quiet relationship you have with yourself. A relationship that doesn't end when the hair turns gray, but in many ways becomes more meaningful. This isn't about moral judgment. This is about life, about your circulation, your hormones, your sleep, your heart, and even your happiness. So take a deep breath, get comfortable, and stay with me until the end. Because what I'm about to share could change the way you view your own body forever. The hidden truth about aging and self-pleasure. Before we dive into the science, let's clear something up. This conversation is not about pornography or fantasy. It's about self-care, the quiet, natural way your body maintains balance, releases tension, and stays alive inside. Many seniors struggle with guilt about this subject because society taught them that sexuality fades with age. But the truth is, your body still responds to touch, still produces hormones, and still craves connection, even if that connection is with yourself. In fact, modern medicine now recognizes that masturbation, when practiced mindfully and without dependency on pornography, can offer a surprising range of health benefits, physical, emotional, and even spiritual. It's time to break the silence. Let's explore the science behind why this natural act may actually support your health in later years. 1. Improved blood circulation. As we age, circulation becomes one of the first systems to slow down. Your heart still beats strong, but blood vessels lose elasticity and oxygen flow weakens. You might notice it in your legs, your hands, or even in your intimacy. Less firmness, slower recovery, colder limbs. Now here's where things get interesting. When you stimulate yourself, your body triggers a chain of physiological events. The heart rate increases, blood vessels dilate, and circulation floods toward the pelvic region. This isn't just about pleasure, it's about maintenance. It's like turning on the engine of a car that's been sitting idle. Every pulse of blood brings oxygen and nutrients to tissues that desperately need them. For men, this helps preserve the health of the penile arteries and reduce the risk of erectile difficulties. For women, this improved pelvic circulation maintains vaginal tissue elasticity, prevents dryness, and enhances comfort, something that becomes increasingly important after menopause. A study published in the American Journal of Medicine confirmed that regular sexual activity, including masturbation, is associated with a lower risk of erectile dysfunction among older men. Similarly, the North American Menopause Society found that women who maintain sexual stimulation, with or without a partner, experience fewer vaginal health issues and report higher comfort during intimacy. So, the next time you engage in self-touch, don't think of it as something shameful. Think of it as a form of exercise, a private, gentle way to keep your circulation alive and your body responsive. It's your body's natural rhythm reminding you, you are still here. You are still alive. 2. The release of feel-good hormones. Now, let's talk about something even more fascinating, your hormones. You see, the body is a remarkable chemical orchestra. Every touch, every breath, every moment of relaxation sends signals that ripple through your entire system. During masturbation, your brain releases a powerful cocktail of chemicals, endorphins, dopamine, and oxytocin. the very substances responsible for joy, peace, and connection. These are your body's natural antidepressants, and as we age, they become more precious than ever. Many older adults silently battle anxiety, loneliness, and mild depression, sometimes without even realizing it. The children are grown, friends move away, and quiet evenings can turn into long, heavy nights. But in those moments of gentle self-connection, your body remembers something ancient. That touch and pleasure are part of healing. A study in biological psychology found that orgasm triggers a surge of dopamine, which enhances mood, focus, and even memory. The same mechanism that brightens a young person's day can bring calm and clarity to someone in their 70s or 80s. When dopamine and endorphins flood your bloodstream, they lower cortisol, the stress hormone that fuels fatigue and inflammation. This helps your immune system, your sleep, and even your heart. And then there's oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. It's what mothers release when they cradle a child, and what we all feel in moments of affection. During self-pleasure, oxytocin still flows, reminding you that connection doesn't always require another person. It's your body's way of saying, you still deserve tenderness. In the quiet of those moments, you're not just touching your body, you're nurturing your soul. You're letting go of tension, grief, and the heavy expectations the world placed on you. And that, my friend, is not a sin. It's self-care in its most intimate, healing form. The silent price of excess and the wisdom of self-control. As the years pass, life teaches us something that books rarely explain. The body doesn't forget. Every choice, every habit, every indulgence leaves a trace. And one of the most underestimated areas of this truth lies in how we manage our sexual energy, particularly as we grow older. You see, there's a silent fatigue that many older men carry, but rarely talk about. They feel drained, anxious, or emotionally numb without knowing why. Some even start believing it's just part of aging, that the spark of life has naturally faded. But the truth, my friend, is more subtle and far more empowering. When you habitually release your sexual energy through constant self-stimulation, you're sending powerful biological signals to your body. It believes it has fulfilled its reproductive duty, even when no real intimacy, love, or connection exists. This confuses your hormonal system and slowly rewires your reward pathways. In your youth, this might not feel like a big deal. But after 50, when hormone production naturally declines, these patterns begin to have a magnified effect. Each unnecessary release becomes like taking a loan from your vitality, borrowing energy today, only to wake up tomorrow feeling emotionally empty and physically tired. 1. The hormonal cost. Research has shown that testosterone, the hormone responsible for energy, confidence, and muscle health, drops sharply after each ejaculation, taking several days to fully recover. For older men, recovery can take even longer. Frequent masturbation keeps the body in a constant, low testosterone cycle, which explains why so many lose motivation, focus, and even purpose over time. The result? You may feel weaker, more irritable, and less inspired to engage in real relationships, not because you're aging poorly, but because your biology is out of balance. 2. The psychological cycle. Every time you turn to self-gratification as a way to cope with boredom, stress, or loneliness, you're reinforcing a neurological loop. The brain learns that quick pleasure equals temporary relief, and over time, it begins to crave that shortcut more often, even when you don't consciously want it. This creates a form of dependence that's subtle but powerful. You may find yourself needing that momentary pleasure just to fall asleep or to calm your nerves. But soon, the moments of clarity and emotional depth start to vanish. The highs are shorter, and the lows become heavier. Many wise traditions, from ancient Chinese medicine to Greek philosophy, spoke about the idea of preserving vital essence. They understood that sexual energy isn't just about desire, it's about life force. When you waste it endlessly, Your mind becomes restless, your concentration weakens, and even your spiritual awareness dulls. 3. The emotional void. Another overlooked effect is the emotional detachment that follows. Intimacy used to mean connection, touch, and shared presence. But modern habits often turn it into a private escape, something done alone, disconnected from feeling or meaning. That emotional gap widens with time. The brain becomes used to simulated pleasure, but forgets the warmth of real closeness. This is why many older men describe a kind of sadness or emptiness afterward. Not guilt, but a quiet realization that something sacred is missing. It's as if the soul whispers, "This isn't what I was made for." 4. The power of rechanneling energy. Now here's the hopeful part, because wisdom always offers a way forward. When you consciously retrain your mind and body to hold that energy rather than waste it, something remarkable happens. You start feeling a steady current of vitality rising again. Your thoughts become sharper, your mood steadier, and your sense of self stronger. You might notice that your eyes look clearer, your posture improves, and even your voice gains depth and confidence. That's not imagination, it's biology realigning with purpose. Men who have practiced retention or mindful control for even a few weeks report feeling more grounded, peaceful, and magnetic. Their creativity returns. Their patience grows. They rediscover a quiet pride that doesn't come from ego, but from mastery. You don't have to give up your sexuality. Far from it. The goal is to transform it into something sacred again, something that fuels you instead of drains you. This is what wise men throughout history have known. When you master your desires, you master yourself. 5. Reconnection through awareness. Start with awareness. Each time you feel the urge, pause, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, am I truly seeking pleasure, or am I escaping something? Most of the time, you'll find it's not about desire at all. It's about distraction, stress, or loneliness trying to find comfort. Instead, use that energy differently. Go for a walk, write down your thoughts, take a cold shower, or pray. Redirecting doesn't suppress your nature. It strengthens it. It teaches the mind to channel energy into creation instead of consumption. That's where true confidence comes from. Not from denying who you are, but from leading yourself with intention. When you reclaim control of your impulses, you begin to walk with a quiet dignity that others can sense. A kind of presence that speaks louder than any words. Let's take a moment to consider something most people never talk about. The simple act of rest. Sleep, the quiet sanctuary where the body heals, repairs, and regenerates. As we age, sleep often becomes elusive. Nights feel longer, lighter, and less restorative. Many older adults toss and turn, waking with aches, stiffness, or a mind that refuses to calm. Yet here again, the body offers a surprising ally, a tool as natural as breathing, as personal as your own heartbeat. Masturbation. 1. Better sleep through hormonal harmony. During sexual release, your body releases a symphony of chemicals: dopamine, oxytocin, and prolactin. Prolactin, in particular, is intimately tied to deep relaxation and sleep regulation. It signals the body to transition from alertness to calm, allowing the brain to settle into restorative sleep. Think of it this way: your body is gently reminding you, it's time to rest, it's time to heal. And unlike sleep medications, which can leave you groggy or dependent, this natural release encourages refreshing, unbroken slumber. Studies from the Mayo Clinic highlight that post-orgasmic prolactin release promotes sleep cycles and improves overall sleep quality. For older adults, this means falling asleep faster, reducing nighttime awakenings, waking feeling more refreshed and energized. Imagine reclaiming those nights where your body and mind finally align, where deep rest is no longer a dream, but a natural rhythm. 2. Prostate health for men, the natural detox. For men, the prostate is a delicate organ that often suffers in silence. Over time, toxins, inflammatory compounds, and cellular debris can accumulate, increasing the risk of prostate issues, including enlargement or even cancer. Here, masturbation plays a crucial, often overlooked role. Regular ejaculation helps flush these substances out, keeping the prostate cleaner and healthier. A landmark study by Harvard Medical School, following over 30,000 men, found that frequent ejaculation correlates with a lower risk of prostate cancer. This is not just theory, it's biology. Your body is designed to move, release, and reset. By embracing mindful self-stimulation, men over 60 can maintain not only sexual function, but also a vital organ's long-term health. It's fascinating how something so private, so personal, has such profound implications on overall longevity. 3. Vaginal health for women, preserving comfort and vitality. Women, particularly those post-menopause, face unique challenges. Declining estrogen leads to vaginal dryness, reduced elasticity, and sometimes discomfort during intimacy. Masturbation stimulates natural lubrication, enhances blood flow, and maintains tissue elasticity. These small acts of self-care prevent irritation, reduce urinary infections, and support healthy vaginal tissue. The North American Menopause Society reports that women who maintain regular sexual stimulation, with or without a partner, experience greater comfort, flexibility, and overall vaginal health. Beyond physical benefits, this also nurtures emotional well-being. Self-touch is an affirmation of presence, reminding women, "I am alive. I am whole. My body still deserves pleasure and care." This is a profound, empowering realization, especially in an era that often ignores the sexual and intimate needs of older women. 4. Boosting immunity, your body's natural defense system. As we age, the immune system gradually weakens. White blood cell counts drop, and the body becomes more susceptible to infections. Yet studies in neuroimmunomodulation have shown that sexual activity, including masturbation, can stimulate the immune system. Why? Because it lowers cortisol levels, the stress hormone that suppresses immunity, and promotes the production of white blood cells. It's not magic, it's biology. A simple, natural act helps your body stay resilient, vibrant, and ready to defend itself against illnesses. Consider this. Every gentle release of energy supports your heart, brain, and immune system. Every mindful, self-aware moment of intimacy reinforces physical health and emotional balance. In a world that constantly demands your attention, your health quietly benefits from a few private moments of connection with your own body. 5. Integrating this wisdom into daily life. Now, let's reflect for a moment. Many older adults have been conditioned to hide or feel shame about sexual desire, yet the body still responds, still thrives, and still benefits. By incorporating mindful self-stimulation into your life, you are not indulging a vice. You are honoring your body's natural rhythms, enhancing circulation, improving sleep, supporting prostate or vaginal health, and even strengthening immunity. The key word here is mindful. Every touch, every pause, every awareness of your own body transforms a simple act into a ritual of healing, vitality, and self-respect. So far, we've uncovered 4 critical benefits of this practice. Better blood circulation, hormonal release for happiness and stress relief, improved sleep, preservation of prostate and vaginal health, plus immunity. But we're just getting started. The next chapter will explore sexual function, chronic pain relief, and the distinction between healthy self-pleasure and harmful pornography, giving you the full picture of how to thrive in your later years. As we move into the final part of our discussion, it's time to consider some of the most practical, life-enhancing aspects of mindful self-stimulation, the benefits that touch not only the body, but the mind and spirit. 1. Maintaining sexual function, the art of staying vital. One of the most common concerns among older adults is the decline of sexual function. Men worry about erectile health, women worry about sensitivity, and many simply wonder if their desire will fade entirely. Here's the truth. Regular mindful stimulation preserves function. Think of sexual organs like muscles. When they are used, they remain strong and responsive. When neglected, they weaken. Studies published in the Journal of Sex Research indicate that regular stimulation maintains erectile quality in men, preserves vaginal sensitivity and comfort in women, supports a healthy libido for both genders. The beauty of this practice is that it is completely within your control. It doesn't require a partner, expensive supplements, or complicated exercises. It's an intimate, natural method of keeping your body alive, alert, and responsive. Older adults who adopt this approach often report greater confidence in themselves and their bodies, a renewed sense of sensuality and presence, an increase in overall satisfaction and enjoyment of life. This isn't vanity, it's vitality. 2. Chronic pain. Relief, nature's gentle analgesic. A less obvious but powerful benefit is pain relief. Chronic conditions such as backaches, joint discomfort, or arthritis affect a large number of seniors. Medication often dulls pain, but comes with side effects. Masturbation, through the release of endorphins, serves as a natural analgesic. Endorphins are your body's internal painkillers. They block pain signals and induce a sense of well-being. Studies in the Journal of Pain show that self-stimulation can significantly reduce discomfort for older adults, helping them experience mobility and freedom without relying solely on medication. Imagine being able to relax into sleep or enjoy a quiet morning without stiffness or nagging pain. This simple, private practice can make that possible. 3. Why pornography isn't the same. While masturbation has many health benefits, it's important to distinguish it from pornography consumption. Excessive pornography use has been linked to altered brain reward pathways, reduced dopamine sensitivity, addiction-like behavior, unrealistic sexual expectations. For older adults, these effects can be particularly disruptive. Cognitive flexibility and emotional resilience decline naturally with age. Relying on artificial stimulation can damage self-esteem, reduce enjoyment of real-life intimacy, create anxiety and unrealistic comparisons. Mindful masturbation without pornography avoids these negative effects and maximizes the health benefits we've discussed. 4. Embracing mindful self-care. So, how do you integrate all of this into your daily life? Awareness. Each time you feel sexual energy, pause and ask, am I seeking pleasure or am I seeking comfort or escape? Intentionality. Turn self-stimulation into a ritual, not a habit. Focus on your body, your breath, and your well-being. Balance. Combine this practice with movement, nutrition, and social interaction for maximum benefit. Reflection. Afterward, take a moment to acknowledge yourself. Honor your body, your health, and your vitality. This isn't indulgence, it's self-respect and self-care. 5. The wisdom of aging gracefully. Let me leave you with a truth that transcends biology. Aging is not about decline, it's about mastery. Mastery of the body, of the mind, and of the subtle energy that sustains life. By approaching masturbation as a tool for health, vitality, and self-connection, you reclaim something precious. Energy that can fuel creativity. Emotional balance that enriches relationships. Confidence that radiates from within. You're not just surviving your later years, you're thriving. Every moment you dedicate to mindful self-care, you strengthen not only your body, but your spirit. Every intentional act of connection with yourself is a reminder that life is still vibrant, meaningful, and yours to embrace. 6. Final thoughts and call to action. If you've stayed with me through this discussion, I want you to remember this. Masturbation is not shameful, it's natural. When practiced mindfully, it supports circulation, hormones, sleep, immunity, sexual function, and even emotional well-being. Avoid pornography to maximize benefits and preserve mental clarity. Treat your body as the sacred living instrument it is. Nurture it, honor it, and it will serve you well. As you leave this video today, I encourage you to approach your body with curiosity, respect, and intention. Embrace the wisdom of your years, and remember, life, vitality, and joy do not end with age. They grow deeper and richer when we honor ourselves. Thank you for joining me in this important, honest conversation. If you've made it this far, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Rate this video from 1 to 10 in the comments and let us know what you think of the content. Your feedback is essential for us to keep bringing you useful and relevant information. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.